During this interview, you mentioned your girl a lot. Jordyn Woods is your girlfriend, and you met her through a mutual friend. So you ain't got no problem. Were you nervous? Because sometimes friends like, hey, check the cat. Man, I got
Nah, we was friends for a minute.
Okay,
we was friends for a minute.
Well, how did you make sure you didn't stay in the friend zone? Because sometimes, that's my friend. Yep, that's my friend.
I'm not gonna lie to you, honestly, Aunt. We was really friends, and I was really cool doing my other thing and just having her as like the homie.
Really?
I was cool, and
Nah, you was fooling her. You had a crush on her a long time, but you ain't wanted to know it.
Nah. If I did, then obviously I did well. I just was, I don't know. I don't know if it was just the fact that we had a good relationship. Everything was cool. It just, I was doing my own thing. I was cool being where I was in life.
Mm-hmm.
It just, really everything changed in COVID, and it became more of a deeper understanding of each other from a friend's spot. Like
Right.
She had went through something that I was going through, and like I said, my parents taught me how to shut up and listen. So
Right.
I'm okay talking to people saying I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed advice and I needed to learn. And she had the knowledge that
you need.
That would be the most valuable knowledge and advice I could ever get at a time when I really, really needed it. And she brought me comfort as a friend into the next phase of my life.
Right.
And that's something that's really tough to find in situations like that when there's extreme amount of discomfort. And ever since then, we was
y'all been seeming like y'all inseparable.
Man, you know what? Because we was friends, so it don't feel like
a relationship. It doesn't feel like
It just feel like we living life together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes. Yes.
And I get to do what I want to do, and she's very open to whatever I want to do because we already been accepted it as friends. So
Right.
It's like we just kind of we move seamless, And people say, when they say they move as one, it's hard to see it, and I think for us it's just so seamless. We're not trying to be anything else than just each other's safety net.
Right. When you're a public figure, obviously she's in the public eye. Is it hard to date publicly? Because everything, Kat, they was at Fashion Week. They were over here. And then people start these rumors.
Yeah.
Because there was a rumor that you were seeing somebody else. You're like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
I got the baddest chick in the game. Why would I help that up?
I'm coolin'. I'm good. Life is good for me.
But does that get hard?
I mean, I think that we both have different, we've both lived in the public eye.
Right.
We both have different things, different rumors, I swear, that have been completely false. And
Right.
we understand people are going to go with whatever is the most entertaining.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be the truth. It just needs to sound the best.
Mm-hmm.
And for us, we know who we are to each other. We know where we stand with each other. We
Right.
know the life we building. So we not worried about none of that. We just trying to enjoy this moments we got. Life is only so long,
Right.
And it's and to have this part where you get to live with each other with no aches and pains, and you get to live, life at its fullest and enjoy each other's presence at its highest. I think that's what's making it special for us. We ain't worried about none of that.
Right.
We just living through each other. We having fun with each other. We just getting the chance to explore the world together. Just came back from Japan. Like,
wow.
We just growing as individuals. That's the coolest part. We
Right.
not just like brands, cool, but like us growing as individuals, as a man, as a woman, being better versions of ourselves every day through each other
Right.
is pretty special.
What about a mini brand?
Nah. Don't hit me with that. Don't hit me with that. Shout out JT though. Shout out to the new one. But
I was just thinking about like a little mini brand.
Just a mini brand?
Yeah.
Just a mini brand?
And then a combination of the two brands together. Which means, you know what that means, Kat?
That means I gotta accept my Dominican roots. But we good. We in a good spot.
Right.
Both of us happy, and we both know what we want.
As a former NFL player, I know a thing or two about high performance, and that's why I drive the BMW 7 Series. This car has everything I need. It's big enough, comfortable enough, and luxurious enough to meet even my high expectations. When I'm behind the wheel of the BMW, I'm not just driving a car, I'm driving legacy. What I love most is the precision engineering, cutting-edge technology, and unmatched style, whether it's spacious interior, the powerful engine, or the smooth ride. BMW makes sure every detail is on point. I trust BMW to deliver the ultimate driving experience, and I know you will too. So why wait? Head over to BMWUSA.com. Check out models like the sporty X3, the all-electric i4. Build your dream car today and join me in experiencing luxury and performance that only the ultimate driving machine can offer.
Kat, you throughout this interview, you've touched on it. You talk about a lot of the decisions that you made. Your mom was heavily invested in it. And you trust your mom to the umpteenth because you knew she genuinely, sincerely had your best interest and she would never, ever steer you wrong. When the tragic events happen, are you ever going to be the same?
No. I'll be a stronger version than I was that moment. You get stronger. I know time heals all wounds. Mm-hmm. Time also could just make scar tissue. So I just kind of have a scar there, but I became stronger because of that scar. And I know that, my lessons was over. Teach me the game of life. She had taught me everything she needed to teach me. So I'm just taking those teachings and, giving it to the youth, giving it to the next generation, taking that love she taught me, the word love. I never knew what the word love truly meant. And she taught me that every single day in such different fashions. And I understand in love that I'm gonna be hurt, and I'm willing to show my courage and show my strength by allowing myself to possibly be hurt by showing love to others. And I think that comes with, that's a tremendous lesson she taught me, to not stop ever showing love just because I've been hurt once or twice, or my love was not repaid. You continue to do that because it's the right thing to do. You continue to do that because that's who I am. At my core, I'm a person who is a servant leader, and I'm here to spread the love she's given me throughout the years of my life and give that to someone else and maybe hopefully change their lives the way she changed my life.
There's a saying that says that when you care about somebody as much as you cared about your mom, as much as I cared about my grandmother, is that you never get over it. Mm-hmm. You just get better at dealing with it. Mm-hmm. If you could tell your mom something right now, what would you tell her?
I'd just tell her the main thing she want to know. Sister's good. Niece and nephew is good. She got another one now.
Okay.
Queen is doing amazing. My father's holding up strong. She taught me all the lessons she taught me in being the matriarch of a family. I've took those teachings, and I think I've done a pretty damn good job of keeping our family and the family she built together, and I had a strong point. And I think for me to her, I've never allowed the love she gave me to diminish because she wasn't here.
Wow.
And I continue to show that quality of love with an even better understanding and using a better, and I communicated better than I ever have because of her. Mm-hmm. So I would tell her that the love she's given me is not lost. It's brighter than ever. And I'm able to communicate it at a better level because of her. So her last lesson she gave me before she at her funeral was a lesson that I've learned, and I could tell her that I've heard the lesson clear as day, and I'm continuing to share it.
You said that when your mom, I think this was in 2020 when pandemic, that's when Jordyn, your girlfriend, was there. Is that what built your bond? Because when you were at your lowest, she was at her strongest. Mm-hmm. And that's what you needed in that moment.
I did. I never knew. I've lost people really close to me, but there's a connection that comes with being you never hear a mama's girl. And you never hear of a daddy's boy.
Yeah.
You always hear a mama's boy, daddy's girl. So
right.
you when you lose someone who is always going to be for me as a man, my mom was the first person that showed me love, and it was the first person, and it's the longest relationship I've ever had.
Wow.
So imagine losing the longest relationship you've ever had.
Very first person to tell you I love you.
So imagine, breakups. I think everyone who's watching this or behind the cameras and everything, you can understand that when you have a significant other, losing you're, breaking up, going separate ways is a tough thing, regardless. So imagine now the longest relationship, the relationship you always knew was going to be solid. You never had to worry about that. All of a sudden it's gone. And you both go separate ways. And it was tough, and I never had dealt with that. And she was just helping me throughout that whole time because she had just lost her father, daddy's girl. And she just lost him tragically to cancer. So to be able to, one, I just thank her for even giving me that time and advice, because that's a sensitive subject to have to bring up, and I need you to help me in the same way. For her to do that, and then secondly, just truly guide me through the process of losing her. It was a help that she knows, I think now, how important that was to me. And I'll never forget, I was talking to her, and I remember talking to her on the last moments for her last moments. So she gave me a lot of strength and courage when I didn't know if I would have it.
Right.
And she did a lot for me, more than I could speak on. She did a lot for me when I needed her the most. And it was, I think for us, breadwinners, people who always fit the bill. Oh, don't take the car that I got. You know what I'm trying to say? For me to not have to even pay. I didn't pay for any of this advice. I didn't pay for this intellectual capital. I didn't pay for this counseling. For her to give it just so freely with love was something that reminded me of her, who I was visiting. So it kind of gave me that sense of like someone who my mom would really love. That's really what.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because we like to do something before 2 something.